Good afternoon, YouTube. Welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we are in the grow chamber downstairs. You're getting a look at it here. The door is wide open, letting all my heat out. But we are going to be talking about the MarsHydro 192 reflector specs and tests. This has been one of the most requested videos that I've got, is how it actually performs. Now, I've done a setup and an unboxing and even some results videos, but today we're going to bring out the light meters as I've promised in the past, and we're finally going to look at this thing and see how it does. We're going to check the wattage. We're going to talk about how much heat it throws off. We're going to look at some of the par, some of the lux, and some of the foot candles that it throws off. You'll notice there the light is it's a bit purple on camera, so I'm going to be fitting you with my own little lens creation, and I'm going to be wearing the MarsHydro glasses, which I have behind me here. So I'm going to be wearing these. You're going to be wearing something similar. That way you'll get a little bit truer color, even though the light is on, because we need the light on to do these tests. I have hung a measuring tape down the middle of the greenhouse attached to the light there, so we are going to have some exact measurements for the meters to go by. So why don't I put the glasses on and we will get started. There we go. Your glasses are on. Now let me put my glasses on and we can go in and have a look at this together. So when I get to the heat part, I will point out now this door is open, so it's not going to be an accurate temperature in here anymore. But first thing we're going to do is we're going to move the measuring tape, because I did hook up a wattage meter. So let's have a look here. Are we on high or low? We're going to start on the low setting. Now, they do claim that this is a 960 watt unit. They're advertising it now as 1,000 watts basically. And on the low setting, which is the grow setting, it's pulling, as you can see there, about 208 watts. So that's on low. Let's switch it to high again. And on high, we are pulling, I don't know if you can see that, it might be a little bright, 315 watts of light. So although it's advertised as a 1,000 watt light, it's definitely not a 1,000 watt light, which is fantastic because I don't really want to be running 1,000 watts, but 315 watts seems like it will be okay. So wattage wise, the maximum I've seen it pull is about 315 or so. With that being said, we're going to do all the rest of our tests with it on the high setting, and that way we don't have to run the test twice. So everything is going to be on the bloom mode on the MarsHydro light. Temperature currently in here is 73, but that's because the door is wide open. So on the bloom mode on high, when it's all closed up in here, we run about 83 Fahrenheit. So not too bad. It's perfect for me and everything I'm growing in here. And then of course at nighttime when it goes off, it goes back down to just room temperature in here. So that is the watts and the temperature in here. Now let's pull out some meters and we'll go from there and have a look at what this light actually produces. Okay, let's turn the camera around, and for this I have to take off my glasses. It's a little bright and squinty, but I need to be able to see these numbers really accurately. So this is a lux and a par meter. It's just a hobby grade one. Not totally accurate, but not totally inaccurate. And as you can see from here, we have numbers on it. It's just going to measure the par itself. So, going to be super easy to do that. And the way it's going to work is I'm just going to start low, a little bit off camera. We have a 60-inch measuring tape hanging from it, so we can go to 5 feet away. And I'm just going to start again. We're going to go on lux. No, it's starting on foot candles, so we're going to go on foot candles. Let's just go down and see. So we have got, at 60 inches away from the light, 400 foot candles. At 48 inches away from the light, we have got about 600 foot candles. At 36 inches away from the light. We're getting up into about 900 foot candles of light. And from here, it's kind of cool because let's go to 24 inches. We're at big boost there. It goes to about 2,000 foot candles of light. It's getting pretty strong, but you can move it this way. And over here, not directly underneath the light, but about 2 feet away, sort of on a 45-degree angle, we're at about 1,300 foot candles of light. And if we go up here to 18 inches away from the light, 2,800 foot candles. 1 foot away, we're at 4,500 foot candles of light. 6 inches away, we are at 6,000 foot candles of light. So it's pretty bright. Now I'm going to do the same thing with the Lux. Okay, for you guys who use Lux, I have switched it to Lux, and I'm going to start down on the floor for Lux. At 60 inches away, we have about 4,000 Lux. At 48 inches away, we have about 6,000 Lux. At 36 inches away, we have about 10,000 Lux. It's like 500 Lux. 30 inches, we have 13,000 Lux. At 24 inches away, we have 22,000 Lux. 16 inches away, we have 35,000 Lux. 12 inches away, we have 46,000 Lux. 6 inches away, 70,000 Lux. Like, that's serious. The sun is about 100,000 Lux, so we're up there. Like, that's really bright. So I do find the light extremely bright. And for 300 watts, it seems to be really, it has a good output anyways to it. I have found that with the light so bright, I've had to remove my nepenthes from in here, and I've fried a couple orchids. Highlight plants love it. My pinguiculas, as I showed you before, look amazing. Sundews and stuff, all my seedling stuff that I'm growing in here just looks amazing. These are some green sundews that are bright red, and I do find the light is really intense, even right down to the bottom. I have some of my shaded stuff down at the bottom because this thing is just so bright. Like, it's 70% sun up here. Like, 70,000 Lux is incredible. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to test the PAR in the same way. Now, for the PAR, I was on Amazon.com where they sell these units, and they do have a photo of what the PARs should be. So I wanted to compare my PAR readings with their PAR readings and see how they do. They don't have Lux or foot candles listed, so I wasn't able to compare there, but we do have this. So I'm going to put it down here. It's just on my iPad. And this is my Photosynthetic Photon Flux reader. You turn that on, and it reads basically the same way as a Lux meter, but the numbers I'm going to give you are lower because it's more the energy of the light. So let's start again at the bottom. Now, well, let's just start here because they say at 36 inches we should be getting 691 PAR. So at 36 inches away exactly, I do not get 691. I get approximately 197 PAR. So I'm lower than what they say. At 24 inches, they claim 946, and I'm getting 286. So it is much lower than they're claiming there. At 18 inches, they claim 1200, and I'm getting about 440, 450. For 500, if I angle it just right, so I'm getting 500 Lux at 18 inches. Sorry, 500 PAR at 18 inches, and they're saying on their site 1200. So it's about half, just less. At 12 inches, I am reading about 800 PAR, and they're telling me 1600 PAR. So that isn't quite adding up to what it should. At 6 inches, they say 2300 par. And I am getting about half of that at 1100 par. So if I go right up, I go off the scale to, if I'm at about 3 inches away, I get about 2000 par. That's as high as this scale goes. But I get about half or less than what they actually say on here. So this meter, is it accurate? It's accurate enough for me. And it's just a baseline. Does par really matter for me? No, it doesn't. I'm getting fabulous results with this. So I'm not too worried about the par or the lux or anything for that matter. My results are great. I toggle between the bloom and the grow just because the bloom setting, which is the 300 watts, seems so bright in here. So I know my plants are just bright red, and as I say, I had to remove an nepenthes because it got just, the leaves got so red they kind of got crispy. But nepenthes are very low light, shade loving plants anyways compared to some things that you may be growing with this light. So if you're looking for a high intensity light, a decent price, and I find it really low wattage for what I'm getting here. This thing lights the entire greenhouse right down to the floor. I find it good, and these values, they are what they are. I wasn't in a hurry to do these values because I was getting good results with the light either way, just sort of making adjustments and reading my plants and seeing how they were behaving. But I have some palm trees in here. I do have a few highlight orchids left in here. So anyways, you guys wanted the stats for this, at least what I'm getting. So there's your temperature, your wattage, your par, your lux, and your foot candles. So I hope you liked this video, and if you want to see more videos like this, make sure you subscribe to my channel. As always, thanks for watching. Bye guys.